2, 1. Come on, nigga. Come on. Come on.
2, 1.
Yo, 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 yo.
Pew, pew, pew.
Do, 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 do. Boom, boom, boom.
Don't hold that mic like that. Yeah.
Boom.
Yo, we are back once again another week. For Wrsstlemaniacs II. It's your boy, of course, Izze2Real, along with my boy
Playboi Troy.
You know what it is. And yeah, last week's episode did not make it to the can. I apologize for that. The audio was fucking horrible.
Do better.
And we will do better this week.
We will try.
Everything seems like it's on point this week, so we're gonna keep it that way.
Oh yeah.
I don't really got nothing to start off with. Usually we have some type of little thing to start off with.
No,
Regular
me either.
life shit, but I don't got nothing this week.
Me either. My life has been normal. So
Yeah.
sooner or later I'm going on vacation, but that time will come. But just to start us off,
One thing.
what's up?
So at some point within, I said the next 2 months or so, I don't even think he knows this, we're going to probably be moving into a studio.
What? Breaking news?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You ain't even tell me that.
I was going to say something and I forgot, but we started the show.
Makes sense.
I was coming back out with it. But yeah, probably going to be moving into a studio very, very soon. We just been having different aesthetics here within the
Switching things
regions.
around.
You know, but too many times. So now we need to do something more professional. So, you know, maybe we could get more exposure with the show. You know what I mean? But that was just the main thing I wanted to say to the people and even tell you. You know what I mean? So you kind of found out at the same time. But
Oh yeah.
I'll show you the
I'm always okay with that. I'm not complaining.
results.
I'm never against it. To start off the show,
Yeah.
we're about to get ready to do some. Just to give y'all a quick heads up, we're about to do some
Plot synopsis.
SummerSlam predictions. This year's SummerSlam is going to be in Cleveland, Ohio, my former home, the land. If you didn't know, I was there during that time of the Warriors and Cavs battle in the finals, the constant years there. So yeah, I got a little
yeah.
I got a little connection there, man. If you lived there in Cleveland, you couldn't wear blue and you couldn't wear gold. No matter what, they would yell at you. I remember one time just wearing gold, walking down the street, and it was like, Cavs are 7. I was like, bro, the series is already over. I don't know what happened. I was like, yo, the series been over with. I don't know what y'all want from me. Like, it's over. So I just remember that you just could not wear
Certain colors.
couldn't wear certain colors there.
Blue and gold.
And I went to one finals game while I was there. I want to say that was every time
2015 or 2017.
I think
Was
I
it
wanna
KD
say-
year.
KD was there. I want to say he was there, yeah.
So 17.
Because I want to say that was the year that the Warriors were going to sweep the Cavs, and then the Cavs won.
18.
So that 18.
Yeah.
Okay. So they won one game, and that's when they broke the record for threes in the game. And then I think the Warriors put them away in game 5.
5. Yep.
Yeah. So that's 18.
Yep. 18.
Yeah. So I was there
Because
for
we
that.
swept them in 17.
Because I literally showed up to that arena I was like, man, I want to be there when the Warriors win so I could just see what it looks like. And I was like, I remember watching that game and seeing the Cavs score and seeing the Warriors score. I'm like, man, I wonder what the score is. Look up. I'm like, damn, Cavs are blowing them out. I'm like, man, they might win. But I kept saying, I was like, the Warriors, if they're close by 10, they could win this game going into halftime. I think at the time they was down by like 16. 15, 16. And I was like, I don't know. The Warriors will come back from that. But then they never came
They
back.
didn't give a fuck. They was like, we'll
Yeah.
get them next time.
Yeah, we'll get them that next one.
We'll let them have it.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I didn't know they shot that many threes until I saw the record.
You never know when you're in there.
Yeah.
You
Never.
never know.
And I was like, man, they're just making shots, making a lot of shots. But the crowd was celebrating a lot for all the threes. So that's why I was like, man, never.
Until the big jumbotron shows the number of the threes or
Yeah.
whatever.
And then I go home and I look at ESPN or look at NBA TV, and they're like, the
Facts.
Cavs set the record for the most threes. I'm like, okay.
Facts. I got a story just like that. I could tell it in not even 2 minutes, a minute and 50 seconds. Bro, 2009, this was Steph Curry's second game in the NBA. They played the Phoenix Suns, went to the game, me and an ex-fiance. Went to the game. So the game, right, Warriors getting their ass beat, getting blown the fuck out. But, you know, it's Steph Curry's first game, so I'm just trying to see how him and Monte play, whatever.
Right.
So, anyway, Steve Nash is busting, just kicking ass. So get to the hotel room and turn on ESPN just because, you know, that's what I do. I watch the shit right after.
Yeah.
Steve Nash had 21 assists. I was like, nigga, when? No, wait, when did he have? Wait a minute. He didn't even play the fourth quarter. When did he have 21 assists?
That's how I felt the whole game. Cause like the whole time the crowd is like, I hear the crowd is going crazy. So they're hitting threes, so everybody's like, ah. So like they're hitting back-to-back threes. We're like, like we're just cheering, not thinking nothing about it. No one
just
cares.
watching the game, having a good time. Exactly.
Literally out of nowhere, get home, man. The Cavs survived. They survived the sweep with the record-breaking threes. I'm like, record-breaking threes?
Nigga, I was there.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I was there. They didn't say nothing about no record.
No one said anything. Cause I guess when you play 2K, when you have records, it comes up on the little thing.
Right.
So it'll come up like
highlight.
Oh, yeah. Or no, like
it's like a career thing. So like plus something.
Yeah, it's
1,500
but
points,
it'll be gold,
points.
And it'll be like, oh, this is the record being broken or something like that. It'll let you know that was not the case. So I'm like, oh, what? They got the highest threes in a playoff game ever. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Right.
But SummerSlam is there this year in Cleveland. Just to get us started, you are a historian of wrestling. What is your favorite SummerSlam of all time? What's your favorite SummerSlam?
I got two.
Actually.
And they're nothing current, but these are two I watch probably like 3 times a year.
Okay.
Crazy enough. So the first one I'll say is SummerSlam 1989.
Okay.
That's the one that had Debo for the black people. For everybody else, Zeus and Macho Man against Hogan and Beefcake. That was the main event. But what really just gravitates me to that SummerSlam is the aesthetics.
Okay.
The way that where the ring is, how the ring entrance is. It's like you literally come boom, boom, boom to the ring.
Okay.
So that right there has always had me captivated since a kid.
Okay.
And then I believe the first match is like the Brain Busters versus the Hart Foundation. One of the fucking best tag team matches you're going to ever really see, especially when it comes to like technicians and executing moves and really having the heel team be the one taking the beating in the match.
Okay.
Because usually it's the babyface team getting beat up so much in the match and then they're trying to come back. Then they make the comeback, whatever. It's reversed.
Okay.
It's the Hart Foundation that control the whole match and it's Tully trying to get the hot tag to Arn. You know what I mean? It's reversed. And they pull it off so perfectly. So that's what really draws me to that. And my second favorite is SummerSlam 93. Okay. Not a favorite by fans at all, but it was my first SummerSlam.
Okay.
So that's why it always holds a spot to me. And the Mr. Perfect Shawn Michaels, even though the match trash, but the whole build for it to me was great because I was the biggest Mr. Perfect fan. Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart were my guys.
Okay.
Along with the 1, 2, 3 Kid, but he had just came in. So Mr. Perfect and Shawn were supposed to be the two guys that were supposed to put on the best wrestling match ever. That's what Vince kept hyping it as.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, that's what you think it's going to fucking be. These two guys?
Yeah.
Shawn hasn't put on a bad match yet, and it's fucking Mr. Perfect. So, the match ended up being horrible, but it's still to me, it's a highlight. We didn't get what we were supposed to get. It was supposed to be Bret Hart versus Hulk Hogan in the main event.
Right.
But we didn't get that. We got Yoko versus Lex. We were supposed to get Lex winning the title, but we didn't get that.
Okay.
We got Lex winning by disqualification and the balloons coming from the ceiling. And
okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
He fucking won the title.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Exactly.
When you said Lex and the balloons, I was like, that's only happened one time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was a big Lex fan as well. I was a kid, so if every baby face, I was on their side.
Gotcha.
So to me, those are my two favorite SummerSlams. 93 is probably number one though.
So I would say, I had to pull them up because I was like, it's these two I have two that I'm like, I was really in between. So like once you said you had two, I was like, you know what? I'll talk about both of them.
I can do that.
So my first one is going to be SummerSlam 2001. Because that's, like I said,
The Invasion one?
that's one of my favorite storylines of all time is the Invasion. And that's the year, that's comes right after the Invasion pay-per-view. So, and this is so weird. I'm a fan of Chris Kane. So
Him and DDP had
him
the
and
match.
DDP had the
Got
match
you.
against Undertaker
Taker and Kane.
in the cage match, and that was my first time seeing. That was my first time seeing someone in a team get out the cage and was like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here." Like, yo, that is your problem, dog. Like Chris got out the cage. First they let him out the cage because they whipped Chris and DDP ass the whole match.
Of course.
And then I think there was a point when Kane is about to continue whipping Chris ass, and Undertaker's like, no, let him go. And Chris, he get up out the cage, and he dipped.
Got the fuck
got
out
up
of there.
out of there, and left DDP. And I was like, yo, you can do that? I was like, damn.
What you mean you can do that? Yeah, you can.
You
Nobody
just gonna leave your boy back there? I
Hell
was
yeah.
like,
Hey, you the one stalking his wife. Why
yeah.
am I involved in this
So
shit?
I'm like, bro, that is crazy. And I don't know why I used to love that saying of who better than Kane. And I was like, okay, I'm a huge fan of that. And
Kane was dope. Kane
Yeah.
is slept on.
and I think
Not as much now. People are now coming to the fact that he was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
But
way ahead of time.
yeah.
But in
Kane
that point, it was like, you know, I was just a fan of Kane because I was like, man, he got the I think his shirt was like Alliance MVP, and he had the United States title and the tag team titles. So
on top of each other.
they were stacked on each other.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's kind of dope. So I was a fan of Chris Kane, and also the RVD Jeff Hardy match. I want to say that was part
Number two.
Yeah, because it was the ladder match, and the first one was the hardcore match, which I was a fan of.
Yeah.
So
The best match on that fucking show.
on the
The
Invasion.
Invasion show.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The
Most
best
definitely.
match on
That was
that
the best
show.
match. The rest of the matches was very confusing.
Yeah.
So confusing. But that was like the two highlights of that for me. I guess you could
can't
talk
forget Austin and Kurt.
Austin and Kurt. No, yeah. Austin and Kurt was on there, but also the main event Booker T versus Rock,
Right.
which played a big part of the storyline going on. But I think didn't Kurt and Stone Cold ended up on DD. It ended up as a DQ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was DQ.
Yeah.
So
Austin still retained the title, I think.
yeah, he keeps the title. That's how we end up going later down in Survivor Series with him still having the belt
Right.
and everything.
But I think it was a good thing too for Booker T.
Yeah.
Because it was putting Booker T on the match. This was his first big high profile match. Everything else
Correct.
was kind of like either a tag team match or a 5, you know what I mean? 5-on-5.
And then the one-on-one he had was Buff Bagwell.
And it didn't go well at
Did
all.
not go well.
So for them to give him one more chance and to main event SummerSlam,
Yeah.
whether he was dropping the WCW title or whatever, now he was already official WWF guy.
But you're in the ring.
Right.
With one of their main guys, The Rock.
The main guy.
Yeah.
Well, no, the second main guy. Austin was still the guy.
Yeah, Austin's still the guy.
But
So,
the number one baby face.
yeah.
Because Austin was a heel.
Yeah. So, but then my second one will be literally the year after that, 2002.
That was a fucking great SummerSlam.
Rock versus Brock.
That might be the best SummerSlam of all
I
time.
think so.
That might be the best.
Rock
SummerSlam
versus
of all time.
Brock. I think
No, I'm
the
thinking of
best-
03. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of 03.
What?
03 is the best.
Which
of all
one's
time.
03?
03 is the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
No, that's 04.
So 4.
So
no, that's Survivor Series I was thinking of. No, you're right. Go
Because
ahead.
I say 02 is when they got. No, yeah, you're right. Elimination Chamber is 03. But I would say Rock versus Brock. But that's also has the best opening match I've seen.
No, you're right.
Kurt
02
versus Ray.
No, 02 is the best one. Because that is the Kurt versus Ray opener.
To start off the show. And that was like fast paced. And it caught my eye and I was locked in. So I think that pay per view is one of my
Is that the
favorites.
card? Pull that up.
Yeah, I got you. And I think Brock was on his tear at this point. Literally rookie of the year at that point. Kurt versus
Shawn and Triple H. I'm like, it was one more match on there that was a fucking classic.
Yeah, because I can't.
Shawn and
that's
Triple
when,
H.
Shawn
came
comes back
in the
He
jeans,
comes
and
back.
they had that amazing
The
ass
Philippian-
fucking match.
The Philippian shirt. He had the tank top. He had the wife beat on with a Bible verse on front.
Huh?
He just came back. He had the jeans on. He had a wife beater on.
The black wife beater was it black?
It was white.
White.
And it had
With the black
I
writing.
know it had a Bible verse on it.
All I know is he had the jeans on.
Yeah.
With the cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And he jumped off the ladder onto the table.
That was a great match.
A great fucking
Great
match.
match.
A great story.
Yeah.
Even at the end, after the match was over.
It kept going. And the match kept going.
RVD versus Chris Benoit.
Ric Flair versus Chris Jericho. Edge versus Eddie Guerrero, which was a great rivalry back then too. If you ever want to watch a good just random, I want to say a random SmackDown, and want to watch a random SmackDown match, Edge and Eddie always put on a great match.
Damn, they only had like 10 minutes until you got to like Triple H.
But you never really noticed that.
You don't,
because all the matches are like, there's no really slow motion match. Probably except that Rick and Jericho.
And every person on that fucking card is either, except for Lance Storm, is either going to be a future world champion or a past contender to the world champion.
Tess. I say Tess.
Even Tess was a challenger to the ECW title at one time.
Hell, he was a challenger
to the WWE title.
To the
like
WWE
07.
title. Yeah. He was a challenger for that. Not even 07. No, you got to think. When Tess, this was before the invasion, he was up in that. Because remember, that's how the Triple H and Stephanie got together.
Well, that was his main event feud, but it didn't go long. It was only like one match.
But I'm saying.
Did they even have a match? That was Vince.
Damn, you're right.
That was Vince in that match.
But everybody else, yeah. That whole card is stacked.
Stacked.
I think, and I just love the visual of the fact that The Rock comes out talking trash.
But knew he was going to lose.
And he was like, you know what, fuck it. And he didn't even play around. He dropped the belt at the top, did his thing, and just ran. Like, haul ass straight to the ring.
They went 16 minutes.
Because Brock was, I remember Brock was on that tear. He just won King of the Ring. And he was just dominating everybody.
This is life after Austin.
Yeah.
Life after Austin actually got off to a great start.
Yeah.
When people thought it was dying because they had to change it. This is around the time they changed the name, too.
From WWF to WWE.
Yep.
Get the F out.
Get the F out.
Yeah.
This was around the time of SummerSlam, right before SummerSlam.
Yeah. But yeah, that to me, that has literally the greatest opening match of all time.
Look, we just spent like 10 minutes right there just talking about that SummerSlam. Yeah. Like, hey.
I love that SummerSlam.
SummerSlam is my second favorite.
Pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Behind what, WrestleMania?
No.
Royal Rumble?
Actually, WrestleMania is not my favorite. To me, WrestleMania is just now a holiday.
Yeah.
So it's not even to me like a favorite. Like, my favorite will always be the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But my favorite used to be Survivor Series, but they changed the concept. They stopped doing Survivor Series matches. I love Survivor Series matches. Like, give me a Survivor Series card with like 2 Survivor Series matches and a War Games match.
You ain't the only person that said that, because I've seen somebody else say that. And then my thought process on that is I agree, but Vince killed that concept of Survivor Series for a lot of people, especially when he went to Raw vs. SmackDown every single year. Once that occurred, it was like, bro, we're kind of done. We're done with this. And when you get, I think the best Survivor Series for me, before he did the Raw vs. SmackDown thing, was maybe 2010, 2008-ish, is when they had the Team DX versus Team Rated RKO.
That match is like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm saying that pay-per-view, I enjoyed that whole pay-per-view, though.
Right, I think it was like two different Survivor Series.
Because I'm about to say you had the Spirit Squad versus Team Ric Flair, the Legends. And then you had the DX versus Rated RKO. And
Wasn't it one more?
I want to say, yeah. I can't remember what it was.
It's 07, so I don't remember either.
I can't remember off the top of my head. But they literally had Survivor Series matches, and it was rivalries that were mixed in there together.
And that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it started off as.
And then once he took it from that to I'm not going to lie. That was one of my favorite Survivor Series. But also my favorite Survivor Series is 2005, when he did have the Raw vs. SmackDown. But it actually felt like brand supremacy and everyone hated each other. And when The Undertaker returns at the very end against Randy Orton.
But then the concept got played.
At that point, yeah, then it got played, and then they made a whole separate pay-per-view for bragging rights. And I'm like, bro, isn't that the purpose of Survivor Series? So what's going on here?
Because he been, let's be honest, because it was even out in reports. He was trying to kill Survivor Series for years.
Yeah. For
years, he was trying to kill Survivor Series off. And he did it.
Yeah.
He accomplished it. He was trying to kill it off, but it was the concept of it is to have a team of either 5 or 4, and they are all having different rivalries at that time.
Yes.
And they're now just coming together because the concept is as a team. But the only thing that kept it away from being a perfect concept is there should be stakes. So whatever team wins, maybe they get a title shot against whatever champion is in that match.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just some type of stakes. If you would add that,
but you
Series
also
concept is
forget another part was Vince was just flying at the seat of his pants.
because Vince is fucking 70 years old.
So like rivalry, you're talking about Survivor Series is supposed to be rivalries coming together. That's how teams are formed based off of rivalries.
Right.
Majority of those rivalries around like these past couple of years have been started on that literally that Monday of the month of Survivor Series. That's literally how a majority of the rivalries was starting.
Facts.
So why would I build a team with somebody that literally I just started getting beef with this guy? We literally just now getting beef. Now I need to go build a team to beat you, bro. That's not a whole rivalry. That's not any rivalry.
Facts.
We haven't even had a 1-on-1 yet for me to even have a Survivor Series team to beat you. So it's like, guess what?
I can't argue that.
His lazy booking was fucking Raw vs. SmackDown. But this is what made him dumb. Why would you have a draft right for Survivor Series?
To switch up everybody. Now it's just random motherfuckers.
So you can't be sitting there going, I'm defending Raw when I just got here. You had the motherfucker who just got on the team that want to switch over.
Right. All right. I got an impromptu question for you.
What's up?
If you were to build a Survivor Series right now with rivalries that are going right now, just give me one Survivor Series for the women, one Survivor Series for the men's.
Okay. For the women, I will have Team Rhea Ripley versus Team Liv Morgan.
Easiest fucking way to go.
Yeah. So I have Rhea. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go difficult. I'm gonna be difficult. I'm gonna go teams. I'm gonna make it a SmackDown women's versus, and then a Raw men's. So for SmackDown, because you gotta have one. If one brand gonna have this, one gonna have the other one. So SmackDown, Team Bayley versus Team Nia Jax. So on Team Bayley, I have Bayley, Jade, Naomi, Bianca, and Michin. I have those 5 versus Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Aladon, and Alba Fire. And then I will have, let me think of one more.
Who's beefing with Michin right now? She just had a match against somebody.
Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax.
Tiffany Stratton. Did you name Tiffany Stratton already?
Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, and then I had the women's tag team titles on there. I just gotta get one person real quick. Off the top of the dome.
Laya Valkyria turns heel.
No, actually, thank you. I was just gonna switch it up then. I will bring in Jada Parker from NXT because she's having a beef with Michin right now. Michin is in 2 different beefs right now, so I have Jada Parker just pop up. So I have an NXT person on there, which is cool, no problems. Boom, that would be my women's. That would be the women's section for SmackDown, and then for Raw, I'll use the men. So this will kind of be easy, but no.
For Raw, I go Team Punk versus Team Drew.
Yeah, you go team. Actually, I was gonna go Team Gunther versus Team Priest. So I have Damian Priest, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn.
Fuck it, Drew McIntyre. Just throw him in there.
Seth Rollins and then CM Punk.
Wait, were you just naming the babyface team or the heel team?
That was the babyface team.
Say it again.
Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest.
I think I heard Damian Priest and it threw me off. I was trying to think of what name threw me off.
It was Damian Priest.
Okay. I was like, what name made me think
Damian Priest is about to go babyface.
Yeah, okay. No, he kind of is right now.
He is babyface already. And that's when CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
And can they coexist?
That's the storyline for their whole team, really. And then on the other side, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and then I'm trying to think of last word. Say
who's somebody?
Braun Breaker.
Yeah, it kind of puts him. It puts him up there. It puts him up there.
And hell, if I wanted to switch it around, I'd kick Damien off the team, make it Team Uso, so Team Yeet, and I kick Damien off the team and put Ilya Dragunov in there. So it'd be Jay, Sammy, Ilya, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
But who be beefing with Gunther? So Ilya?
Mm-hmm. It could be Ilya.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll be cool. I'll be cool with that. And I mean, or you could just keep Damien in there. Either way,
it works.
It works. Because really, I got everybody beefing. Everybody's beefing with each other.
Their rivalry, and guess what? They're all their rivalries, except for maybe Damien and Gunther, has been going on pretty much all year.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Seth Rollins CM Punk thing.
That's just a storyline within that one group. And then guess what? Then on one side, you're looking at it like this. Can Drew coexist with Gunther?
Yeah. I think they could.
Because they're both, Drew wants the world title that Gunther wants. And also,
well, by this time that Gunther would have.
Yeah, and then Gunther already beat, Gunther, you know how smug he gonna be.
Right.
So he gonna talk his shit about how he already beat Drew before.
And Drew gonna be like, well, if I win this match, I get a title shot.
Right.
If I pin this guy,
I'm only on your team. I'm only on this team for me to get a title shot. If we win, I get a title shot.
Facts.
That's the only way he joins up on his team.
And it works.
Yeah.
I don't see.
It's not that hard.
And we just did that in less than 5 minutes.
It's not that hard. The thing is,
well, Triple H knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It was that guy right there.
Yeah, Vince doesn't know what he's doing. He was like, fuck it, Gunther versus Cody Rhodes right then at Survivor Series because they're both world champions. Boom.
It just waste that.
To be honest with you,
waste that.
Gunther probably wouldn't even been world champion if Vince would sit around. just to be honest with you.
Yeah, he wouldn't even have his title.
He would just be a random
Intercontinental title.
He'd just be a random guy that comes out every Monday Night Raw and tells you how he hates your city and how his country is better.
They'll treat him like he's a foreigner.
Yep, that's all he would have done.
Jesus Christ.
But
right, let's move on.
Good thing we did get rid of Vince because one thing that left with Vince is Omos. And guess what? Omos ain't coming back on TV no time soon. And that's all because your boy MVP. The rumors have been flying around.
Flying, man.
Bobby Lashley and MVP ain't re-signing. And everybody just keep talking about the Hurt Business. Hurt Business this, Hurt Business that.
Shelton Benjamin popping up talking about Hurt Business on Chris Van Vliet show.
Everybody talking about Hurt Business. MVP's calling Triple H a racist. And he gave the whole idea of the Hurt Business to the Bloodline. Just a whole lot of mess, just everywhere.
Everywhere.
And then,
or the quote is, let's not misquote it.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H doesn't know how to book black talent.
And then we get the little report earlier today that WWE is done with Omos. As not fired, but just story-wise and
he's fired. They're waiting for the next time that they're released.
They're not gonna fire him, not yet, because he's the guy that they use for like
African press.
Yeah, just like Odyssey Jones. Why he ain't lost a job yet? A lot of people are like, why he ain't on TV, brother? He is doing all. Why you think all these NIL deals and all this stuff is working out? He's the spokesperson for WWE. He goes to these colleges and go, I've been enjoying my time in WWE. And all these little college kids be like, you know what? I'm gonna try WWE.
He's gonna be Titus O'Neil.
Yes, that's all it is. They got a bunch of Titus O'Neils. Which is no problem.
It's really not. The whole thing about it, though, that really kills me is that you say that he doesn't know how to book black talent, and then it starts to kind of look bad because Ricochet leaves, and then, like, they don't really do nothing. Well, let's not say they didn't do nothing with Bobby. They did. Their story just sucked because the guys that he was working with sucked. Let's just be honest here. The AOP and Karrion Kross just have not been over since being back up to the company, so...
I'm not even going to put it that. I'm not even going to put it there for that.
The story sucks.
Bobby, you have to understand, they have tried over and over and over again with Bobby. What has been the consistent thing with Bobby? He is always hurt. Bobby is always hurt. You have to, guess what? If they gave him any story or anything, he's always been hurt. Even when he came back, and he came back with Leo Rush, he ended up getting hurt. Even when he came back and he did the storyline with Rusev and kissing Lana, he was hurt. He ended up being hurt. It's always
Didn't he hurt his elbow before one of the matches with Brock Lesnar?
yeah. It's always something and it's just the fact that he's old.
He's older.
I like Bobby Lashley. Don't get me wrong, but you understand. I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago. WWE is in a youth movement.
Facts.
They're in a youth movement, and at this point, if you cannot keep up and you cannot be a helping hand like Carlito, or just in any
R-Truth,
Rey Mysterio, bro, you are a liability at this point. What do you want from WWE to do for you? That's like,
I'll say this.
What's up?
Wasn't he in a group with the Street Profits?
Yeah.
The Street Profits are always booked into something, aren't they?
Yes.
They're always involved in something.
Look,
I don't see a problem with.
They had a whole.
Except they haven't been tag team champions.
They had a
in
whole
like 2
WrestleMania
years,
moment. Well, that's a different story.
Yeah,
they've had the titles for almost 3 or 4 years before they stopped getting the titles.
multiple times because they kept trading them back with the War Raiders.
Just like the New Day.
Yeah.
Literally, the New Day got what?
11, 13,
yeah.
Something like that.
Double
crazy
digits.
Ric Flair type numbers.
Yeah, of tag team titles. But if you go 2 months without having a title, you're a jobber at this point for some reason. But with Bobby, you gotta understand, they just had a whole WrestleMania moment. Literally at WrestleMania. And guess what happened right after that? You got hurt. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, what do you do with that? You can't. Guess what? They didn't even finish the finish of that Pride and AOP story and all them ended at WrestleMania because Bobby got hurt.
And it needed to end. Nobody wanted to see it anymore.
Nobody wanted to see it no more anyway. But guess what? Bobby was supposed to be in the Elimination Chamber or what? He was supposed to be in one of those King of the Ring. He was supposed to be in the King of the Ring. He was hurt.
So that's okay. So maybe it's on him to start to realize that maybe it's time to be a part-timer. And then like you kind of killed your aura by staying around and allowing and saying yes to whatever storylines that did not help the character in the long run. Yeah. Because you see, even CM Punk, who has not wrestled a match since the Royal Rumble, has still been able to be over.
Right.
And he hasn't even been on TV like that. He gets like 5 or 6 probably TV appearances since that shit happened.
And CM Punk ain't the same CM Punk no more.
He's not.
He can't go in the ring like he used to.
Facts. So that kind of is better.
And I'm a CM Punk fan saying this now.
Me too. And it's kind of better that he kind of is like the way he's been, kind of like a part-timer. And that's maybe where Bobby got to go. The thing is what they said, though, that Bobby has not said he's going to officially leave the company. He's just testing free agency. Mm-hmm. Now, MVP's gone. Yeah. He's gone.
Which is
and
no
he's
problem.
Gone, and he's talking while he's gone, too.
Which is no problem.
Which he said he's going to go into jiu-jitsu now, too. So, you know what I mean? God bless you. But I don't agree with the take that they don't know how to book black wrestlers or black talent because
especially Triple H
or Sean, because I'm looking at NXT and it's just they're getting over
black everywhere. But
from the women to the men.
Triple H because his target is towards Triple H. He does not book black people. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at all the stars that he's created.
I'm looking at Bianca and I'm looking at Jade,
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo not there yet.
No.
But we'll see in a year or so.
He just now getting to the main roster. But beforehand, when he was in NXT with Triple H, he was getting booked like crazy.
And he kind of is now. He's still in the story now.
Yeah, he's still in the story now. He's still doing something. The thing and my problem is everyone thinks black people got to be in every story.
Yeah, that's not true.
Somebody got to be doing something every time. Like everybody doesn't have a story all the time.
Remember I said that like episode 5? Like
somebody's just not gonna be on TV.
Facts.
There's limited time. Not everybody could be on TV. Why is almost not on TV? Because to be honest with you,
he's not that good.
He's not that good.
It's very simple.
He's not that good. We all could see it. Because especially what even makes it worse is not even the MVP stuff, but you're looking at the guy in NXT, Obafemi, literally about to come up.
That's another black guy that's being booked amazing.
Amazing.
Like, I've started to watch NXT now, and I'm seeing the, how do you say it, the multicultural dynamic that's down there.
Yes.
And it's fucking working.
working.
So for him to say what he said, it's like, don't bring the race part into it. And I'm a black man myself. Don't bring the race part into it when we can obviously see that's not what it is.
Right.
It's a talent thing.
Right. The land of giants is kind of, I won't say dying off, but it's kind of dying off. That Omos would have been great around that Great Khali, Kane, Big Show, Mark Henry, Big Daddy V.
Nah, he still would have been trashed in that era. He would have been good during the Hogan era.
Okay. Yeah, or Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's when he would have worked. I'll even give him 93. He'd have worked during that era, but like not later on. In the 2000s, the Giant kind of died off if he wasn't the Big Show. The Giant died off. Kane was really, to me, wasn't known as a Giant. Kane was just 6'9".
Yeah. But he was a giant compared to everybody else. But
nah, he's just tall.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Jared Vanderbilt is 6'9" from the Los Angeles Lakers. That's not a giant.
That's true.
Now, fucking Big Show 7'4" when he was at his youth.
Yeah.
That's a fucking giant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Victor Wembanyama is a fucking giant.
But you're looking at it. Omos is not as athletic as Big Show either.
No, he's not, but he's still as height-wise.
Height-wise, yeah.
Really, he's more of a giant because he's not athletic.
Yeah.
Real giants weren't athletic.
And to me, Omos' best match of all this time was maybe the one against Seth Rollins at Backlash, and that was his last match. I want to say it was Backlash. Might be.
Yeah. I would have just said the Brock Lesnar match because it was quick,
really,
and painless.
Him and Braun was a good match.
I didn't see it, so I haven't seen it.
Braun, I think that's when Braun first came back. Braun was actually on a good run when he came back, but even that, now you compare it, Omos to Braun. Braun does way more than what Omos could do. So what is Omos' literally true purpose in the WWE was to replace Braun Strowman when Braun Strowman got fired.
And now Braun Strowman's back.
Once you brought Braun Strowman back, Omos is definitely useless at this point.
But shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, Braun Strowman's kind of useless right now.
But goddamn,
you gotta find something for him to do.
Yeah, you gotta find something for him to do. But
especially with the balding, we gotta do something about that.
Like we talked about last week. That's gonna come. Well, they're not gonna know that, but it comes up with the fact that the Wyatt 6, his story would come up. That's a story waiting there for him.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, not everybody has a story.
Especially right now, like we can't this is not 1989. This is not 1990. We cannot be having 12, 13 matches on pay-per-views in the WWE. We just can't be fucking doing it.
We can't.
So we got what we got.
Some stories take precedent over other ones.
Facts.
That's just the nature of the beast.
And that's the nature of any beast.
Right.
Whatever the crowd likes, that's what we gonna go with.
Right.
So I don't see any problems with the way that black talent is booked in WWE. No. Now, what maybe needs to happen is maybe more black talent needs to go to WWE because it's not like they have an influx of them.
That's why I can't say that because I feel like right now
on the main roster,
the main roster,
it's not an influx of them. Like when you really look at the roster, you be like, man, it's really like 10 of them.
Yeah, okay. Which is true. But then it's like, I guess to me, it's a lot of black talent in NXT.
Oh so yeah,
that's why I'm like I could wait. I know it's literally a flood coming in soon. Because if you don't know, you better look at NXT. Sean is picking up anybody and everybody.
Nah, he ain't picking up anybody and everybody. You got to have something.
You got to have something. But I mean, like, he's picking up a mixture of people. Native Americans.
But they all got
African American. Anybody.
Obafemi, he has a presence. Yeah. He's an amazing physical specimen. He's big as hell. Let's pause if we need one there.
Right.
Then we have somebody like Trick Williams who's like very charismatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's athletic as fuck.
Jada Parker.
He keeps saying Jada Parker. Let's mention Miss Jada Parker.
She has that.
She has a somewhat it factor.
To me, it's something that Meechin is missing. She has what Meechin.
To me, it's something that Sasha Banks is missing.
That too.
That Mercedes Moné is missing.
Yeah. Personality.
Yeah.
Authenticity.
So I give that. It was one more. Who was the other one? I'm a fan of Wesley.
Oh yeah.
No, Javon Carter.
Javon Evans.
Javon Evans. I keep calling him Javon Carter because of NBA.
The young Evans. The young one.
Dude, kid is fucking amazing.
We know. That's why I'm like, you lose Ricochet, but who cares? You got Javon.
You got this 21-year-old kid who's waiting,
sitting,
and just getting better because now he's learning under Sean. God damn it! I wish Brett was working in fucking NXT with Sean.
That'd be crazy.
Fuck, because you could get the technical skill too,
but that's
as well as that high flying.
But that's where you
good.
That's where you get Natalya. That's why Natalya resigned to WWE.
Who?
Natalya.
But she helping the ladies.
No, she helps all the men too.
I get it, but she's not helping as much like if Tyson Kidd was really in there doing what he used to do.
I get what you're saying. Because I'm about to say her and Tyson both be training.
Yeah,
I be seeing their videos. I'm like, okay, but
they get like the older people that are coming back, like the CM Punks, the Rocks.
No, they be having the youngest in them too.
Yeah,
and then they be having all the other people from other companies too.
Yeah, remember I say Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks. They be having. I saw they had Joe Hendricks up in there. I was like, okay, Joe up in there learning.
He going to WWE.
He's learning. Okay, that's why I was like, okay.
His star is shining so much just from being in another company.
Right.
And I remember 6 months ago, like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Burning bright at this point.
Like, and now I'm looking like this kid.
And a lot of people, this is impromptu, but a lot of people said, "Oh man, WWE, they like vampires. They gonna just suck the life out of TNA Pauls." But I'm like, bro, what do you think AEW did? They literally took their world champion. They took the world championship off of the guy that they had.
Took the belt from.
Took the belt from that. Boom. They didn't. When Kenny lost that belt,
he lost it to Christian
on their show,
who works for AEW.
Like, you hear how crazy that sounds? They took the world championship from TNA to AEW, lost the title on AEW to another AEW guy
who was supposed to be fighting for TNA. Remember, Christian Cage was supposed to be on TNA side. He would show up to their TV like he was on their side.
That man showed up on there like once or twice, lost that belt, and went about his day. Bro.
And became a heel.
And then on top of that, not only did they just, I'm not going to say they poached talent from him, but
they did.
They poached talent from him, dropped them all in Ring of Honor, to be honest with you.
And left them there.
And then they left TNA. TNA was just dying, struggling, and anybody who wanted to leave AEW went to TNA because they was like, shit, that's all I could get from out of this. Right now, bro, TNA just had their best sales of pay-per-view and audience in the last decade when they started working with WWE.
And what does that tell you? Who has the bigger pool and the bigger range?
I'm just saying.
It was this one thing I seen, not to
No, you good.
Show.
You good.
It was on Instagram, and it had this. It was a slide. It had different contracts, and it was like, what would you rather do? So it had like WWE signed for like $2 million. You have like 5 storylines a year. Then it said slide. Now, if you were to get fired from WWE, where we go? So then it had the next one. It said AEW. Wrestle once a week. You still get paid. What does it say? Like $500,000 a year, and no stories at all. But you get 1 match a week. And in the slide, it said TNA. You work there for $150,000, but you get as many stories as you want, and you get to have crossover work with WWE. And then it said Ring of Honor. It said Ring of Honor $50,000 a year. And then it said no matches.
No matches, no storylines.
No TV exposure, no internet exposure, no nothing. I said, you know what? If I got fired from WWE, I'd rather just go to TNA.
Yeah,
like,
bro, let's go to TNA,
Let's
bro.
go to TNA. You still can go to WWE at some point. Look at Nash Carter.
Nash
Prime
Carter.
example.
I was like, yo, you playing around. Nick Nemeth and Dolph Ziggler just won their world title. He gonna be back on WWE TV soon.
Oh yeah.
And Dana Brooks was on WWE TV.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she popped up on NXT. So I'm like, bro, you get fired from WWE, but you can always come back.
I hate to be one of these guys, but when the fuck can we at least get one of the Iconics back? Peyton Royce was a pleasure to see.
But you gotta understand.
What?
Well, the other one's married. Not married. The other one's pregnant.
Who?
Not Peyton Royce, the other one.
Is she?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Good job.
That's that.
So I just said I can't wait till she get pregnant just to dispel any thought that I had that she was ever yeah, that I mean.
Yeah.
So
and then Peyton Royce
just had a baby.
She's married. No, not married.
Sean Spears.
Not married.
She is married. She's married to Sean Spears.
She is married. She's pregnant too.
Oh, I thought she had the baby already. Oh, gotcha.
Pretty sure she's having the second baby.
Damn.
So that's why I was like, this is worse. I was like, dang. I would like to have them come back in the Royal Rumble, but I'm like, God,
it ain't happening.
It ain't happening because they both pregnant. I'm like,
yeah.
God, at the wrong time. I'm like,
Well, at least we got Naomi out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
And Joe Hendry.
And sooner or later, you're going to get Jordan Grace. You're going to get Jordan Grace. You're going to get Joe Hendry. And it's a high possibility. You're going to get the Rascals, which is that Nash and Trey
Nash
Miguel.
And who's the other guy?
Trey Miguel, a.k.a. Ricochet with a hairpiece. That's what everybody been saying.
Ricochet with a hairpiece.
I was like, everybody was like, yeah, that's Ricochet, because he literally does look just like Ricochet. He just he got more tattoos, and he has a hairpiece. He has hair, so it's just hilarious. So it's hilarious.
You got the Steve Harvey going.
I'm waiting on. I know you don't probably know him, but Chris Bay and Ace Austin, ABC.
Chris Bay is so familiar.
You've probably seen him. Black guy.
Was he in TNA?
With dreads, TNA. Probably the coolest dude you'll see in the ring. When you see him and you see them both in the ring, you're like,
they ain't sound familiar. I might have been fucking met him before.
You're like, yo, they could go in the ring. And I can't wait to see them two in the ring. Or just interact with anybody with WWE, because I want to see how that would look.
Oh, as we talking, we was going to talk about it on the Phantom show. We're going to call it the Phantom show. The Motor City Machine Guns.
Yes. Coming, possibly going to WWE.
Let's please make that happen. If they're smart businessmen, they know what company to go to.
Yeah.
They know which one they'll shine in.
NXT. Put them in NXT.
They can go to, like I proposed that on one of our little off the camera spots. I can't fucking talk today. I was like, why don't I have them in both? Like, you can have them win the tag team titles for like SmackDown and win the NXT tag team titles.
Oh yeah, you said belt collectors.
Yeah,
they're the belt collectors.
And that way they could go to both, so they wouldn't be did dirty on the main roster as much. Like they wouldn't be Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows on the main roster, because they could still be able to go back to NXT and be able to still work great matches.
That's why I say NXT, because they're vets. So
exactly.
So it's easy for them to train that, because I'm pretty sure they've already gotten to that point where they want to train the younger generation, especially when it comes to like tag team wrestling, especially WWE.
Well, yeah, but that's why they can do both. They can go to like the SmackDown and still do that, and still go to NXT.
Yeah,
and still defend those titles. Like it makes sense.
I see what
for
you're saying.
Them.
I see what you're saying.
To be able,
especially
to
with
jump.
WWE is limited on tag teams.
Exactly.
On the main roster.
And you have this amazing. That's everybody knows they're one of the best tag teams in the world. Yeah. And they're not the Young Bucks. Like they're the better version of the Young Bucks.
The original Young Bucks.
Correct.
And not as of the original Young Bucks with the bad. They're the original Young Bucks as of what the Young Bucks think they are.
Yeah, the style, the presentation.
The Young Bucks copied them.
Correct. And I think they were actually the first, well, not the very first, but I think they were New Japan tag team champions. Like when tag team champions before the Young Bucks were. Yeah,
they were.
So that's who you need to put the shine on.
I see what you're saying. I have to see how it looks.
Nah, them versus Pretty Deadly.
DIY.
Them versus DIY. Win the tag titles from DIY. Not first night in, but let them win the tag team titles from DIY.
DIY about to lose them titles already.
And then defend the titles on, or then go to NXT, take the tag team titles from, what's their name?
Oh, Nathan Frazier and Axiom?
There you go. Axiom. Take the titles from them.
Man, that match would be crazy.
Boom. So then you already have two rivalries right there where they can go back and forth, and now you're getting your money's worth from them.
Man, Motor City Machine Guns versus Wesley and Nash Carter, MSK.
Yeah, those are the next figures I'm getting. So hopefully the price didn't go up.
That's gonna be crazy, man. If they go there, the matchups are gonna be nuts. I feel like if they go to AEW, nothing's changing.
And there's not gonna be no stories to it. It's just gonna be matches.
One, they've already been there for.
Yeah, but if you go to WWE, you can get stories with this shit.
You get stories with these matches.
You can make DIY interesting. Everybody know who Motor City Machine Guns are, and if they don't, they're gonna have a fucking treat. You're in for a fucking treat.
Yeah, you'll learn.
Then you'll be like, okay, I can sink my teeth into them against whatever other.
And they're not super speedsters.
Them against the British Strong Style or New Catch.
Yeah, they're not speedsters, but like, man, they can pick up speed if they need to, but they're vets, so they're technical with it. Their
double team moves is probably the best set of double team moves that you will probably ever see. Yeah, and it's not just one guy doing a flip. One guy do like a snap mare or a reverse snap mare and hold the other guy's neck like this. And the other guy come drop kick, and then they'll do another combo move and both drop an elbow.
It's combos.
Yeah, And
which
it's,
I enjoy.
It's dope.
TNA does.
Yes.
TNA, that's a lot of TNA tag team matches are just, and that's how you could tell Motor City has been shaping that tag team division.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them do tag team moves.
Correct.
That's when you look at tag team wrestling. That's what is really built on. Tag team moves. We do moves together. It's not I do a move and then you come follow behind that and you do your move.
No,
and
that's
I'm
two one-on-one guys teaming together.
We're doing moves together. Guess what? Like you said, I'm gonna do takedown, boom, you come in to do a side drop kick, whatever. Like it's all motion and it's a fluid in motion. So we haven't seen that in WWE in a long time. Really, since the New Day and Usos, really.
Right.
They're like the last few of the dying breed of tag teams that I can remember.
Yeah.
Street Profits.
I was gonna say Street Profits.
Street
I
Profits
was just
up
about
there.
to give them their props.
Yep.
And say they're the only ones I see now that kind of do tag team moves like that in the WWE.
Yeah.
I don't see nobody else doing it like that.
Not that many people do a lot of tag team moves off the top of my head. Pretty deadly. They keeping it around. And like me, I'm one of those a traditional tag team person. Like
Me too.
I like matching
Attire,
attires,
facts.
moves that go together. Y'all come out together at the same music.
Same interest, music.
Like
exactly.
everything is together. It's one. Y'all are not like that's why I hate Jade Cargill and Bianca as a tag team. I'm like, y'all matching, but y'all coming out in two separate themes.
Separate entrances.
Like, bro,
Get
y'all
one entrance. Both of you got to go find one song.
Yeah.
And then get a highlight package with both of you together because you now have footage, so you can put a package together from your tag team matches. Boom, come out like that.
Boom.
Then when you break up, you go back.
Yeah.
To your
guess
solo
what? Royal
music.
Rumble, you do your individuals.
Yeah, you do your individuals,
Which is no problem.
Correct.
Do your individual, but when y'all come out as a team, come out as one.
it might be over.
Yeah, but yeah,
We
you know,
might get this shit to the Royal Rumble
Yeah,
and then
this
they
is
matches
over.
at WrestleMania.
It's over. It is what it is.
Right.
But let's go ahead and get into what we really came in for. Predictions for the SummerSlam. That's been headlined by some questionable matches. But on paper,
What's questionable?
on paper it's not eye catching, but we know in the ring it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
All right. So first we're gonna start off with the mid cards and we'll work our way up. All right. So first we're gonna go with Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. Who you got?
Oh, we going predictions?
Yeah.
Damn, we already there? Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Damn it, I got stuck. I'm going with LA Knight for the win.
I'm agree with you. Logan loses the title in his home I guess his birth city.
His birth city,
'Cause
yeah.
He's by way of Puerto Rico, I guess.
Yeah, and then he's already held it for a year.
Yeah. He's only had 2 title defenses.
Yeah, so it's time.
It's time.
And LA Knight needs that validation now.
Right.
I had the Intercontinental title.
Right.
Yeah, it's time.
Okay. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title.
God damn it. We should just have a whole show full of new champions. God damn it.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Except for the main. But I'm going Braun.
I'm going Braun too.
Braun
But
should win that Intercontinental title.
To
I
me,
don't think he will, but I think he should.
to me, that what pay-per-view was right? What was the last pay-per-view? Clash at the Castle. I feel like at Clash at the Castle, that should have been Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov for the number 1 contendership. Yeah. Versus Sammy.
It was a waste of a loss.
Yeah, it was a waste of a loss. So, Braun gets it back though. With Sammy and because I think Sammy and Jay both beat JD McDonough and Finn on Raw. So I think they're going to be getting a tag team title match soon. So that's my thought process. Sammy's moving away from the Intercontinental title to tag team with Jimmy. Well, tag team with Jay for right now, especially for when it come up to Bloodline time. So it makes it easy.
What you mean?
You know what that means. When actually, because they looking like they about to take the titles off of them. It looks like Jacob Fatu and Tom about to have the SmackDown titles. And on Raw, we're going to end up getting Sammy and Jay with the Raw titles.
So you think we coming to a unification? That's why I'm asking. Like,
No.
What
I
that
think
mean?
we're going to come up to a champion versus champion match.
Okay.
Or Survivor. That's going to be involved in the Survivor Series.
Okay. And you think Sammy gonna be involved with the Bloodline, the new Bloodline shit?
He's going to be involved in the OG blood. He's going to be on the OG Bloodline side.
All right. Survivor Series needs to be
Sammy?
booked.
Sammy, Jay, Jimmy, Roman, Solo, Jacob, Tama, and then what's the Tonga, and then Hikuleo ends up popping up at the War Games.
So 4-4.
It's a 4-4.
Okay. We better have a War Games, goddammit. Bloodline.
Yeah, you gotta have Bloodline.
People
Keep trying to put the Rock in the War Games. Rock is not about to be in War Games.
He can't.
He's not going to be in a War Games.
He can't.
Stop. That is a wet dream that y'all have for some reason.
The Rock is 50, 2 years old?
Brother, I don't even care about that. It's just the fact that he's from Hollywood. Hollywood gonna give him 2 matches, and one of those matches is at WrestleMania.
Well, Hollywood's not going to give him the matches. It's his agent, like, we don't want you to be fucked up because we got these parts coming up or we got these roles coming in, and we can't have you injured like that.
He got WrestleMania versus Cody, WrestleMania versus Roman. Those are his 2 matches booked for the next 2 years. Y'all do whatever you want in between that. But those are the 2 guaranteed matches that's going to occur.
That you're getting from him.
And you might this is a sneaky one, you might get a Rock versus Cena in there. Just because Cena just threw a monkey wrench in everybody's plan that he's going to be retiring at the end of 2025.
And this is going to make WWE on fire for 2025.
Because everybody going to want to see Cena. Everybody's going to
And they know it's his last run.
Yep.
So you got Cena, you got Punk, you got Cody, you got Rock, you got Roman, you got, who else am I missing? That's Drew. I don't want to leave Drew out. Don't want to leave Seth out. That's Gunther. 7 main guys. Gunther's going to be a top guy by then. That's 8 guys. Jacob, that whole. Well, he's must-see TV, so yeah, you could actually put him up there. That's 9 spots for WrestleMania.
And then there's a possibility. I'm not asking for him to come back, but there's a possibility.
Oh, Brock
could come back. Brock is always going to be up in that toss. So it's like always. WrestleMania is about to be packed.
Well, just the roster is stacked.
Stacked. Heavy, top heavy. And I mean, it's not even, you know what? I don't like saying top heavy. It's stacked. I'm going to just leave it at stacked. Because you can go all the way to the mid card, it's stacked there. Hell, even the lower card is stacked. Lower card people they happen to be there. And the
lower card people is really just the NXT call-ups.
Yeah.
Honestly, to tell you the truth.
No, I ain't going to say that. I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say the lower card is usually like R-Truth, Miz. Right now, the top
and these are former damn near champions.
Top lower card is maybe Andrade and Carmelo.
Yeah.
That's only because they don't really got a story. But, man, you could just throw them in the ring.
Sheamus.
Yeah.
Former champions.
Yeah.
And look at your mid card right now is Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton right now. Randy Orton's fucking still there.
Knight.
LA Knight.
Braun
Breaker. Finn
Paul.
Balor. Damian Priest.
Logan Paul, who could always go in the ring. I don't care what nobody says. He might be a part-time or whatever. He could go in the ring no matter the time. Anytime you put him in the ring, it's going to be a good match.
Who, Logan?
Logan.
Yeah, I'm not.
Logan ain't gave me a bad match yet. So
I ain't hating on Logan.
Yeah.
Logan been doing this thing.
Rey Mysterio.
Legend.
So that's just
Dom.
Damn.
Next year's gonna be amazing.
Crazy.
AEW might go out of business.
All right, so now I'm gonna go to the only match that's not a championship match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as a special guest referee. Who you got?
Fuck.
This the one that we've been going back and forth. Every week we talk about this match, and we keep going, who should win the first match of this rivalry? Because they should go to 3 matches.
It absolutely should go 3 matches. But I feel like I know where they're going. And since I feel like I know where they're going, I'm like, nah, just go there. I like when they bring up old shit.
Yeah.
And I like when old shit is reused.
Right.
And they do it right.
Right.
And I'm trusting Hunter.
Okay.
To do SummerSlam 97 again.
Okay.
That's my prediction with it. It's the whole SummerSlam 97.
Who in SummerSlam 97?
So, of course, Seth Rollins is Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
CM Punk is Bret Hart. And Drew McIntyre is The Undertaker.
Okay.
And without the spit, now I don't think the spit has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I absolutely think that there's like a chair shot or something happens where Punk Punk kind of pisses off Rollins, and Rollins goes to hit him, and Punk moves, and Drew gets hit, and Seth is forced to count the fall.
Exactly.
As he looks with a mug, at Punk because he fucking despises him.
Exactly where I was going, because I was going with that same exact breakdown.
I'm glad the breakdown was perfect then.
Perfect.
Because shit, that's the way. That's the only way I see it going. Well, not the only way, but
to
it's
me,
the best way.
I feel like this is where we get CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre at Bash in Berlin. Then you get CM Punk and Drew McIntyre at Bad Blood. Hell in the Cell. Because Drew, Drew's gonna be like, you only beat me because I got screwed. This is no way anybody could interfere. That's gonna be
so he would have to lose twice.
Why would he lose twice?
Or something happens where it's a disqualification. People hate in the WWE. They hate disqualifications. They'll deal with it in AEW, but they hate in WWE.
Thank you. I thought I was the only one who thought this.
Oh, for real?
Truly. Because AEW does it all the time. It's a disqualification all the time. But they're like, man, I love that disqualification. What? But when WWE does it to advance the story.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. This match shouldn't have been a DQ.
You should have got a finish.
No, this is BS. Man, Triple H do not tell no story. No, sir. You just know how to comprehend a story. That's your problem. It's not that he can't tell a story. You just can't comprehend what's going on. He has said it multiple times. Long game. Long game.
Facts.
Everything Triple H does is for the long game. Sometimes it shouldn't be. But
that's besides the point.
It's for the long game. You're watching a movie. Sorry.
Not even a movie. You're watching a franchise.
Right.
And this shit got parts to it. There's a part 1, there's a part 2, there's a part 3, and then there's the ending.
See, the thing is, y'all are used to watching Fox movies. Y'all used to watching X-Men where they got actually my bad. Y'all used to watching DC movies where they got the big bad villain in the movie and he loses in the first movie. Nah.
And he don't come back for the second
WWE
movie.
is Marvel over here. It's Marvel. We're building to Avengers. So you're going to get your Iron Man.
Well, I'm a fucking avid DC fan. I love DC way more than Marvel. But I totally understand your analogy. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to fight you. The movies
are just like I like DC too. But every time I watch a DC movie, I go, damn. That's it?
You get that one episode.
I'm like,
the movie is one episode and the villain ain't coming back.
And it didn't make sense either. Oh, guess what? Superman and Batman, they cool again. They was fighting just now, but they cool because their mama got the same name. What? What? That don't mean nothing. You about to kill me. Because your mama got the same mama name as me. We cool now? Nah, bruh. Guess what? Marvel, guess what? We building. We going to show you how we get to Iron Man. We going to show you how Hulk get there. How Captain America plays up in here. How we get to these people. Then we going to see them come together.
Yeah, because Thanos had a whole storyline.
Had a whole storyline.
Like Joker ain't getting no storyline unless he got his own movie.
Right.
That's the only way he getting a storyline.
And that's
crazy. Why I said I agree with you.
That's AEW.
I get it.
You don't get no story. Swerve just hates this person because he has to defend the title soon.
What the fuck is the reason that everybody popped because Adam Page came back to beat up Swerve? What was the point? Was there a story there, or is it just because
when
they had a match against each other and they just didn't like each other? Yeah.
So I tell you a quick story is that they had the match. Swerve end up. How did they end up going? I think Adam Page ends up becoming obsessed with Swerve, and Swerve ends up becoming world champion. Adam goes away, and when Adam comes back, Adam comes back, and when Adam leaves, Swerve isn't champion. He comes back, Swerve is the world champion, and he's like, "You're not supposed to be world champion. You're never supposed to be world champion." Because he hates Swerve. Boom. That's the whole story for you. He's obsessed with Swerve Strickland.
Makes no sense. There's no fucking story.
Because Swerve, he did break it to Adam Page's house. Cool. But once again,
How did we get there?
AEW does what AEW does. They tell a story, pause. 3 or 4 months later, we'll get back to it. Then
Because the person that's beefing with the champion don't have a match or don't be seen on TV for hella long.
Yeah.
It's like, where the fuck did you go during the feud? The feud died down. Like, if we beefing, then I ain't seen you in a while. I ain't worried about you. So now you want to come back and attack me?
Clearly, you've been worried about me the whole time.
The whole time you was at home, you been stewing.
Get a job.
Stewing.
Literally, that's all AEW feuds are. They all sit there and stew. I hate you.
Fucking bastards.
I ain't gonna fight you right now. But just know, when you get to your moment of height, I'm gonna come after you. That's literally all AEW. Done.
My God.
Anyway,
right.
The story that CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are telling, I can't wait because I'm pretty sure Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins going to fight at Bash at Berlin.
Oh, okay. Got you. Because I was like, well, damn, we getting rid of this feud already in 3 months. Like, now it's about to be over. Why not prolong it? But you're saying the Seth Rollins match is at Bash in Berlin.
Yes.
Not the Punk match. So then that's why we have the cage match or whatever at Bad Blood. Yeah. All for it. 1,000%. Yeah.
Because, first of all, CM Punk on all these pay-per-views.
In a row. We're asking for something to happen. So we're going to chill out.
Even though while I'm telling this prediction, I got to hold up. Let's make it past SummerSlam first.
Right.
And then we go. Because we don't know if we're going to make it past this one match. We're going to take each match one by one. One at a time. So, right now, CM Punk is going to... we got CM Punk winning by Seth Rollins chair shot to Drew. Moving on. Let's go ahead and take it to, the bathroom break of the night, I think. Bayley versus Nia Jax.
Damn.
For the women's championship.
Bayley wins.
I got Nia Jax winning.
Oh, shit. I think Bayley's the only one that retains her title. Her and Cody.
I got Nia Jax. Nia Jax winning, so we can continue to tell that story of Tiffany Stratton. Unless, Bayley could lose, and then Nia Jax and Tiffany.
I think Bayley wins, and Tiffany Stratton at some point cashes in on Bayley. Remember, I don't think Triple H does quick title reigns like that.
Bayley's had the title
since WrestleMania. But then, just say Nia Jax wins it, then Tiffany Stratton will take that off her within a couple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think Bayley keeps it.
They're customizing Liv. They're customizing not Liv. We'll talk about it in a few. They're customizing Tiffany Stratton's Money in the Bank. So I don't think they're just going to instantly.
Yeah, they're not catching that out right now.
So
okay. I think Bayley holds it.
All right then. I'm gonna stick with my guns. I'm gonna stick with Nia Jax. So we're gonna get to a story-enriched match. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Who you got?
I got Liv Morgan.
I got Liv too.
I know, right?
I got Liv too.
I hate it.
I got Dom screwing Rhea over.
Yeah. Do you have him do it accidental or purposely?
I have accidental.
I have purposely.
Okay. These predictions. It makes me excited to watch the show because I want to know who's gonna be right and who's gonna be wrong. I always want to know. It
makes it better now.
Yeah. But let's get on to.
We have the same winner, but we both have different ways of how to go about it.
Yeah.
So
who's been watching? Who's been paying attention?
Well, no, you've been watching.
But who's really been paying attention?
You've been watching,
I can watch and not pay attention.
But which way to go? Because there can always be a swerve or a non-swerve, or it could just be a swerve because you think they're going this way, but they're really not. They're really leading to go this way. So you could be right.
I swerve when I drive. Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Gunther in 5 minutes. Gunther in 5 minutes.
I got Gunther, but fucking 15.
Gunther in 5.
Give me 15.
10.
7 matches on this card now.
Exactly. 10. They ain't getting that long. I know you hate to admit this shit, but they not getting that long.
The shortest match to me is going to be the Braun Breaker versus Sammy. I think so.
Nigga, they went long last time.
Shortest match.
They went 11 minutes last time.
Shortest match is going to be Sammy and Braun.
It could be the shortest match, but
Sammy Braun and then Bayley and Nia Jax.
Gunther and Priest going 10 minutes maximum.
Okay.
11 minutes max. I say 11.
Nope. I'm going 15.
Nope.
Nothing over 15.
Nope.
And then the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Roman Reigns better shut the fuck up for this main event to be happening.
You didn't even say who
Fuck that. I said what I said. The Roman better be showing up for this main event to happen. It's not a fucking doubt in my mind Cody Rhodes would be winning this match.
Okay, Cody Rhodes.
If fucking Solo Sikoa wins this match, we riot. Like,
oh
this,
yeah,
like,
oh yeah.
Because first of all, he shouldn't even be in this position at a SummerSlam.
Yeah,
maybe a Bash in Berlin, but not a fucking SummerSlam.
Right.
So Roman better be returning, and that's where the story better be going. If not, to me, this is like,
you remember that time?
or give me a Jimmy return. Either or.
You remember that time?
Go ahead.
I think that was Survivor Series when I was talking about CM Punk returning, and I was like, he better return, and you was like, your hopes gonna get
dashed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that about you, because I'm hoping Roman comes back too. I'm hoping for a Roman return. Will I be upset for a Jimmy return? Maybe. I might be upset for a Jimmy return, but
it got to be a Jimmy return mixed with Jay. It has to be both of them come out to go
it has
against
to be together.
Solo.
They have to be together. If not, just give me a Roman.
Just let the music play.
Yeah,
he ain't got to do shit. The music got to play because people been saying we want Roman.
Let me get a Cody. Cody winning. Cody leaving out the ring. He done got all the way up the aisle. Music hits. Then they walk past each other.
Yeah, but they look at each other. Boom, boom.
And then Solo is in the middle of the ring.
With Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
With Tama Tonga.
All of them. Just sit
Tonga Loa. They standing in the ring.
Do you get Roman in the ring? Do you get him in the ring with them?
Oh, he's walking to the ring.
Do you have him come back with Paul?
Yes.
I have Paul Heyman come out with the neck break.
Yes. Yes.
That Paul Heyman and
or you have him do like this with Paul, or you have him do like this.
Yeah. And Paul just
walks out. And Paul and Roman both look at Punk and they walk to the ring. Boom.
Oh, Cody. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, I said Punk.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. Damn.
Fuck.
Damn, it'd been better if it was Punk. Damn it.
Roman, Paul, and Jimmy all walk out.
And then Solo's like, but you're outnumbered.
Then Jay.
Boom.
And he does his little thing where he doesn't actually run directly to the ring. He does his little side to side.
No, he
run.
stops. And there's two different people that can come out. Because he stops and he's like, nah, I got somebody with me. It can either be Sami Zayn or it can fucking be Hikuleo.
Sammy.
I think Sammy too.
Gotta be Sammy. Hikuleo. I have Hikuleo debut at SummerSlam. I'm sorry, not SummerSlam. Survivor Series.
Later.
Yeah.
Later.
At the War Games.
Yeah.
I have him debut at War Games.
Yeah, so then you have Sammy come out.
Yeah.
Because Sammy is honorary Uce.
Yeah, have that music hit, and they get in the ring.
But Roman didn't know about this, so he's kind of looking too like.
Yeah, he's questionable. Because last time we seen Sammy was
exactly.
Roman.
Last time he seen Jay. Last time he seen Jimmy wanted his spot. So he kind of looking. Well, no, not Jimmy, because Jimmy come out with him.
Yeah.
But he look at Jay and Sammy like, fuck it. And then we have the war.
Goddamn SmackDown. They don't. Do you have them fight? I don't have them fight.
We cut the cameras.
No, I just have them back out. Have Solo them back out. They retreat.
I'm tired of that though.
I hate the retreating too. I do.
Just have the cameras cut.
Yeah. Fuck it. Have the cameras cut.
Just have the camera. What's good? Are they gonna
SmackDown?
Cut.
Man, must see SmackDown.
Yep.
You have to watch SmackDown.
Or you have to watch the post show.
You gotta watch SmackDown.
Yeah, you gotta watch SmackDown too.
But the post show, you don't have Cody and them on there. The people who won.
You didn't even know the shit happened with Drew, where he got suspended there and damn near.
What do you mean?
Where Drew went at it with Pierce.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, when he went at it with Adam Pierce and Wade Barrett got involved. You didn't even see that.
Oh yeah. I stepped away.
Yeah,
I did step away.
So it's like just has some little like that happen where Solo come out. Yeah,
you gotta acknowledge me. I'm still the tribal chief.
I'm still the tribal chief. He's nothing. I don't even know why. You know what I mean? Just have him do some shit talking, and maybe Jimmy pop up, and they have like a little altercation, or Jimmy and Jacob.
Jimmy and Jay reunite
on that show.
Right there. They just pop up. What's up, bro? What's up, Oos? Because it's still little bro.
Yeah, then you have Big E.
Separate them.
No, not separate them. They cool. Big E makes them cool again because they're all friends anyway. Are y'all cool? You know what I mean? Like he start asking. I'm trying to say it like how he's a journalist, so he's making questions to where they become cool again.
I'm making it where Jimmy and Jay step up to Solo while this is all going on.
Oh, I thought you meant to each other. My bad.
Jacob steps up, like he my brother now. Like he's mine now.
If I'm in charge of this is all leading to Jacob turning on Solo anyway.
But no one would know.
Nobody knows.
Until it happens.
Until Survivor Series. Till War Games.
What?
Until War Games.
Come on.
How does the Hikaleo thing happen?
How does the Hikaleo thing happen, man?
Because the Hikaleo thing happens on SmackDown before that. He doesn't have to be in the match. Or he can. Tongaloa don't have to be in the match. We ain't been seeing this nigga wrestle anyway. So you put Hikaleo in it. And the whole thing is, he's Austin. Jacob is Austin. Because Roman been seeing this shit coming because he's the fucking tribal chief. So he been seeing this coming. He been knew this was going on.
Okay.
Because Solo been planting these seeds anyway to fucking Heyman anyway beforehand.
That is true. Yeah.
The story has been told like little by little.
Yeah. You got to just be paying attention.
Yeah.
You have to be paying attention.
Fucking hate that they don't wear the same thing. Angel be fucking shit up.
Because he wears shorts when he wears the pants?
No, just match the colors. I don't care. You can wear trunks. Match your colors.
They match your colors.
You see what Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano do?
They got same colors on.
Huh?
They got same colors on.
It wasn't just the same.
Green and gold.
Yeah. But I mean the same.
Well, green and silver. He has
green and silver. Yeah, it's not the same.
Okay. I see what you're saying. No, I see.
No, it's not the same.
He got the same thing.
It's a different design.
Green, gold, and silver.
The gold is on the waistband.
His gold is like within.
It's the outer line, the outer lining.
Yeah. And his is like just
it's major. In the outfit.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I see. Well,
I don't like
okay, I guess.
Don't try. You cousins. Like, you're literally cousins. Don't differentiate.
I see it. And we want to talk about Triple H booking people. He don't know how to book Latinos. You talking about that. He really don't know how to really book Latino people. I'm going to be honest with you. They always end up in the same group, and they always either
fighting each other. Like, bro, I'm so glad Andrade not fighting in that shit no more.
He
like,
got nothing really. Because
give him a chance.
Give him a chance, but I think the problem is not a lot of them could speak.
Andrade needs Charlotte.
Andrade needs somebody.
Either you give him Zelina Vega back.
He needs someone who could talk for him.
But I think him and Charlotte dynamic, turn him heel.
He can't talk.
It works.
He cannot talk.
Like, he can, but it's just he has to talk very, very slow.
Like, it's like, damn, what you been doing the whole time?
And they can talk. Yeah. Their English is fucking great.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the thing with Angel Garza and Humberto?
They don't have
charisma.
They're good.
They're wrestlers.
They're good in the ring. They look good. They got the look and everything. They can talk, but they just, it's like Ricochet.
Wait a minute. Apollo Crews is back on TV on a regular basis now?
Yeah. He's with Baron Corbin.
That's dope.
Tag team.
The tag team's not dope, but it's dope he back on TV. Now, Baron Corbin is back is kind of dope.
I like Baron Corbin.
Me too. Now.
He's gotten better.
Yeah.
He's
character-wise.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else?
That's it. That's really it.
Damn, man. We had kind of a good show. We went, 80 minutes? Goddamn, we went wow.
Really 60.
Yeah. Bullshit at the beginning.
Yeah, always.
Like usual.
As always.
On my side, again, the Return of Warrior Since 9-1 podcast will be returning next Sunday. It's an official date. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that.
I have nothing to plug.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because he's going to be taking a break in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Not this episode, but, you know.
Yeah.
I got one more. I think I got one more episode in me.
I know he's going to say I got one more in me.
I got one more in me.
But, yeah, fuck. We had a great wrestling week.
You won't even notice it's a break. They won't notice. They won't notice it's a break at all. It literally just, I will still be here. So.
Yeah, and even if you don't, I said let's just do Skype. You can do it from your house.
Yeah. Y'all won't notice.
Or from the plane. Make it an even better episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck it. Nah, but yeah, that's it, bro. So for your boy Izze2Real and my boy
Playboi Troy,
this has been another episode of Wrsstlemaniacs II. We'll holler at you next week. You dig? I'm gonna do this real quick right here, right now. Oh, I can't. Okay. All right, we can stop it. And then save it after that.